What's going on, everybody? It's Kanye. Today's video, I'm going to be bringing you a super rare point guard build. I've decided, I want to kind of go the route of just trying to find these really, unique build names. I'm not talking the replica builds, but, y'all know how to make a good build at this point. And if y'all, need help with that, drop a comment. But what I'm going to be trying to do from now on is just kind of bring rare build names up to the front so y'all can have them and then think about making builds that way. So to start, we are going to be making a super rare point guard build name. The nice part is that this build is good enough to be played on. That's the big thing, is some of these rare names, the builds aren't very good, but I'm going to try and find ones that are going to be very playable but also have super unique names. So let's get started. We are going to be making a point guard, as I said earlier, handing this jersey number up to y'all. For our physicals, we want to go 6'7", minimum weight. I just did that to get the highest acceleration possible. And then wingspan, I went max just because it's going to help you defensively and it doesn't affect your ball handle, so why not? And then also the reason I didn't really worry about maxing my wingspan is that we aren't maxing out the 3-ball in this case. So having the 7'4" wingspan didn't hurt us, and then body shape is up to y'all. So when we look at our attributes here, we'll go ahead and expand on the badges. So if we look over here for our finishing, we've got a 75 close shot, 85 driving layup, 86 driving dunk. This is going to allow us to get gold limitless takeoff with the 86 driving dunk. And we also have 16 finishing badges. So, we get things, we can get like gold acrobat, silver fearless finisher, both really good badges this year. You can eventually get limitless takeoff, core it, and get posterizer, slithery. One thing I will say though is if you want gold limitless takeoff, it is going to cost you 7 badge points. So I'd recommend at least adding 1 extra badge to your finishing category. Moving down to shooting. Got an 86 mid-range, 79 3-point shot. And I know this might seem a little concerning, only having a 79 3-ball, but I play on a center with a 79 3. It's not hard to green. Now you are missing out on some of the higher tier shooting badges like Agent 3's Deadeye and Limitless Range, but that's okay. You're going to be more of a playmaking point in this perspective, more of a finisher shooting mid-range shots, but then you can hit the 3 if you spot up in or open. You see, we do have 22 shooting badges, even though we have this low of a 3-ball. So it's actually really nice. And almost all of the tier 1 badges are able to be Hoffed. We also can get Hoff Space Creator, Gold Green Machine, and Gold Blinders in tier 3. So honestly, still really good shooting badge layout. Moving on to playmaking, we get 23 playmaking badges. We have a 91 pass accuracy, so we're going to be able to pass extremely well. Not to mention, we've got gold quick first step. We've also got hyperdrive on gold. And you can still get silver handles for days and silver clamp breaker. We have the 91 pass accuracy, 85 ball handle, 77 speed with ball. At 6'7" with a 77 speed with ball, we are in pretty good shape. Most of the 6'9s have like a 75 speed with ball, so you're really not hurting there. You are going to be able to get a full loadout of dribble animations as well to run the 1. And then let's move on down to defense and rebounding. We've got an 88 perimeter defense, 83 steal. The reason I went so high with the perimeter defense is because I wanted the name to be a specific rare build name. We could have went lower and probably got more defensive badges, but here we also get silver clamps, gold challenger, and silver interceptor. And then we can also get things like Hall of Fame menace, gold pick dodger. I would recommend after you add 1 or 2 badges to finishing, add whatever badges you have left to defensive rebounding just to boost your defensive rebounding badge count. Not defensive rebounding, or defense and rebounding badge count, excuse me. So now let's move on to the physicals. Actually, let me run through. So we had a 28 interior defense, 88 perimeter, 83 steal, 29 offensive rebound, 58 defensive rebound. So that's how you need to lay that out. Moving on to the physicals. So you're going to see here we've got a 70 speed. The reason I went with 70 speed is I feel like it's a good, reasonable spot, especially on builds that you're not going to be getting chase down animations. You really don't need a speed rating that high, especially if you're playing park on top of that, because speed literally only applies to running up and down the court without the ball. So on offense, you don't need to be sprinting down the court super fast without the ball. Acceleration gets you to that top speed. So acceleration is really what helps with the cuts. And speed with ball is when you have the ball in your hands. So again, if you're not going to be getting a lot of chase down animations, I wouldn't worry about putting your speed up too high. Acceleration, we put an 84, strength to 38. That upgraded itself from upgrading other attributes. 75 vertical, so we can get all the contact dunks that we're qualified for, and then a 90 stamina just to cap it off. And so you're going to see we got 16, 22, 23, 14. Definitely not the best badge count in the world, but a really good badge count for a build that has a rare build name. For our takeovers, I just kind of picked a couple random takeovers. I went with ankle breaking shots. I feel like if you have Hall of Fame Space Creator as one of your shooting badges, you mix this in, you could take some really, cool shots, really tough shots, especially from the mid-range, but even probably from the three. And then I just went ahead and added finishing moves just because this is a primary finishing build inside the arc build. But yeah, so once we have finished this off, we're going to see that we've made a pretty rare build, a really cool build name for a point guard, I'll add. Our comparisons are going to be to Kirk Hinrich, Jamal Murray, and Jrue Holiday, all, really solid scoring guards and also defensive guards. And we've made a two-way inside the arc Maestro. I really wanted to make a build name with the name Maestro in it. I think those build names are so cool. And then inside the arc, again, that's where we get the 79 3-ball comes into play. I will say with the very similar attribute layouts, if you make this thing at the 2-guard, if I remember right, it's called a two-way diming midi specialist. So that is also a route you can go make this thing at the 2-guard, and it might take a couple attribute, switches, but I'm pretty sure it's primarily the same, and it's called a two-way diming midi specialist. But what we've made here is the two-way inside the arc Maestro. Super cool build, super rare build. And again, you can add the badges however you want. And that's the other thing. I've been showing badge layouts. I think I'm going to put that to a halt. I want these videos to be getting through quicker. That way y'all can watch them. You don't have to watch too much talk, and we can move on to the next build video. So I'm going to try to keep these around. Right now, as we're recording, we're like at 6 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep this thing anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes. Try to keep it, short, so that way y'all can just watch the video, get what you need to get, and move on. I know that's kind of how I like my videos, and I realized they were getting kind of long. And as I say that, I'm spouting off my mouth, and I need to stop. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any other builds you want to see, or any style builds you want me to make, by all means, don't hesitate to drop a comment. If you want to play like a pro build, drop a comment on that too. I got you. But until then, y'all have a good one, and peace.